Yo, what's up guys, Danyon Togia here, aka Zazu. And today I'm going to show you how to counter gank as a jungler. I see a lot of junglers, especially like kind of below plat, they don't know how to counter gank properly. So I'm going to go through the questions, all that jazz, how to do it, why you should do it. Watch this clip of me giving these two a hiding. Check out that smite cue at the start. Happy New Year's, my G! Now, this was a really asked for concept that people wanted me to teach on the Reddit threads and on YouTube and all that shit. People wanted to know, so I'm going to show you here. And hopefully I can break this concept down as simple as possible so you can use it in your gameplay to climb solo queue, which is everyone, you know, fuck, we all want to climb some solo queue, get some LP for Christmas. So, first off, what is a counter gank? Okay, counter gank is this. Let's say you are the red team, okay, you're on this side, and your red lane is pushed up all the way over here, and you're waiting over here. Okay, and you got your laners back. The enemy jungle comes for the ganks, and then it goes like boom, and then your red laner makes it up to here, and then all of a sudden you come out of the bush and boom, give him a fucking stack, and you straight up kill the enemy jungler and you kill the enemy laner, and you win games and you kill Nexus, and then GG, your challenger. So that's what a counter gank is. Now, why is a counter gank better than a gank? It's for two reasons, in my opinion. First off, you're investing the same amount of effort into the play as a normal gank. Okay, so this person is going from here and he's going for a gank, and then objectively you're just in the bush and you're just boom. You know, you don't have to like run around the map and do like a fucking 360 and then end Nexus without killing level 1 turret. All you have to do is be patient. You have to be at the right place at the right time and then just go boom. But then the second reason why it's better than a gank is because the net growth of a normal gank is 1. Okay, this is just numbers out of my asshole. And then the net growth of a counter gank is 2. And the reason why it is 2 is because when the enemy jungle comes to gank and the enemy laner tries to kill your laner, it's normal that you end up killing both of them and you end up putting both of them behind. That's normal for a counter gank because it's the element of surprise. The elements of surprise is always useful in any situation. Even go read like the book The Art of War, and I'm sure he mentions it by Sun Tzu. I'm sure he mentions it in that book. The element of surprise is always like an advantage that you have. It's a good thing to have. So you have the element of surprise when you counter gank, and you kill like the enemy jungle and enemy laner. Even if you don't kill the enemy laner, and you only kill the enemy jungle, you know how like bad it feels to get counter ganked. It honestly can put you on tilt so hard. Like, and then the enemy jungle and the enemy laner start having a little fight and like, oh GG, push mid, 20 minutes, blah blah, open mid, fuck blah blah blah. So that's why a counter gank has always been a good gank. It feels like shit when you get counter ganked. Plus, it's so smart. You get net growth of 2 rather than just 1. So this is a normal gank and this is a counter gank. And it's gangster. And you feel cool when you do it, so you got a big diddle. Okay, how to counter gank. Now, let's delete all this stuff. Okay, so how to counter gank. The key to a counter gank is knowing where the enemy jungler is. That is the #1 key. You can't counter gank if you don't know where the enemy jungler is. You could be counter ganking up here, and you don't have definite you don't know where the enemy jungler is definitely, and maybe he's all the way down here and you don't even know that and you're wasting your time up top. So the key to counter ganking is always knowing where the enemy jungler is. Now you can do that before you watch my previous video. I'll put a link in one of these little up here or somewhere. As you first off have to know where your enemy jungler is through maybe it's level 3 and you have to predict his pathing, so you're on this top side of the map or whatever, and so you're waiting up here. Or you could use wards. Okay, so there's either the way you can do it with wards, which is you can put a ward here, here, here or something, ward the enemy camps, and then you just know where he is, and so you see him coming top with wards, and then you're waiting up here, and then as soon as he goes in you just go boom, give him a stack. Or you can use the method which is predicting. And the predicting method it's hard to learn initially, like everything in life. Okay, it's hard to learn initially, but once you have it instilled into your gameplay, and once you have it and it's a part of your gameplay, you'll fucking win way more games. Okay, next question is champs to counter gank with. And now there are champions that are really good at ganking in general. Lee Sin, Nidalee, even Amumu is quite good if you know how to hit his stun. Blah blah blah. Nocturne, blah blah blah. There are champs that are really good to gank with, but then when you flip the script and you put it into a counter gank scenario, their ganking, their fucking skirmish ability gets times by 100, simply for the fact that you have the element of surprise. I don't even know how to spell surprise. I think it's surprise or surprise. I'm not sure. Surprise. Hey, sup. No. And you got the element of surprise, so you have to use that to your advantage. So any champion can counter gank. Obviously, there are ones that are better than others, like Lee Sin will be better at counter ganking than a Mumu, simply for the fact that if it's pre-6, Lee Sin's kit is better than a Mumu's kit. Blah blah blah. But you just have to remember that you have the element of surprise. Okay, so you can use a strategy like if you're a Mumu, you can use a strategy of not even ganking. You can use not even ganking pre-6 because maybe the enemy is Lee Sin, and so when you go for a gank, if the enemy Lee Sin counter ganks you, you can be put behind even further, and you want to hit your level 6. So if you go for a gank and he counter ganks you, you're fucked. You know, he'll hit level 6 and you'll still be level 4, and then he'll snowball the game and all that shit. So instead, you could just play the strategy of just counter ganking. Okay, you're a Mumu, you want to just farm as much as possible. You don't even want to gank, you want to just wait till level 6. All you want to do is counter gank, so that you're investing the same amount of effort into the action of counter ganking, but you reap the better results. Blah blah blah. All that fancy shit that I'm trying to say. Next things to talk about is the concepts of skills on cooldown. This is such a important concept, and it's the reason why counter ganks also they work so well. This is enemy 1. This is enemy 2. They try to kill ally 1. And they use all their skills and all their cooldowns, and all of a sudden they're invested. Hold on, let's get this little. I don't fucking do this. All of a sudden they're invested into the interaction of ganking. And where's the freeform thing? Here it is. And so they moved over here, and they're very close, and blah blah blah, and they're over here, and then their skills are on cooldown, and then. So they're already invested into this interaction, and then all of a sudden, you come out of nowhere, big dick plays, boom, and you have your skills, and you have your cooldowns already and shit. So they're already invested into the interaction, so you're up here and you're giving them stacks, and all of a sudden they're like, what the fuck, a wild Lee Sin appeared from the brushes or some shit, and they're surprised. Once again, it's the element of surprise that's coming in with counter ganking. Okay, so that's one thing to talk about, is that they're invested into the interaction not only with their movements by being really, really close to ally 1, and hopefully the turret is over here, but also you're fresh. You just had a shower. You just had not a train. You just woke up and you had a shower. You're fresh. Your cooldowns are refreshed, and you're full health or whatever, and so you're clean. You're ready to go. Positioning. Okay. Fuck, I've seen this so many times and it's so annoying. People stuff this one up. Let's say you're over here waiting and the enemy jungle's over here. Let's use blue for enemy jungle. Enemy jungle's over here. Enemy lane is over here. Ally lane is over here. Don't just run out, okay, when they're over in this vicinity. Make them invest. Make it to the point where this laner runs up here, so now they're in this vicinity. Now you have more time to kill them. You got this amount of time to kill them rather than this amount of time to kill them. Okay, so let him come up here. Let him come to you. Be patient. Now, obviously, don't let him die. You have to be able to judge that. Is he gonna die or not? Okay, but let him come to you, and that's what I wanted to talk about, positioning. Wait for him to be up here, or if you're maybe counter ganking over here, maybe you're waiting over here and the enemies are going boom boom boom. Don't wait until wait until they're in this little area, as long as your laners don't die. Don't counter gank while it's here. I mean, if it's not going to get to here, then counter gank while it's here, but make them invest as much as they can, okay, without your laners dying, and then go in and give them a hiding. Okay, and then wards is the number 1 key. Okay, if you watch my video from before, you know that you can still predict enemy jungle patterns and shit, his pathing, without having wards, but wards are definite. Okay, so ward here, ward here, ward here, ward here, ward here, blah blah blah. And let's say you see the enemy jungle do this, and he does this, and he does this, and then you know he's up here, right? And then let's say your laner is pushed up to here. You can be safe. It's safe to assume then the next move he's going to make, you're going to see him walk up here, is gank here. Okay, so make sure you ward the places so it's definite, and then you can wait up here or some shit, or you ward here, and then you put yourself in a position where it's like sneaky. He doesn't know you're there. He goes for the gank, come out of nowhere, kick him in the face. So that's the basics of counter ganking. I got a couple examples to show you. I hope you learned something from this video. Fucking GG. And here is another reason why counter ganks will always be ganking. I knew Nidalee was bot side. She wasn't top side because when we killed Olaf, and me and Rengar killed Olaf, no one came to catch the CS wave. So if no one comes to catch the CS wave, you know Nidalee isn't top side. She's either mid side or bot side. So I go to farm this one. Go. And I step on a trap, and as soon as I go to do it, I see that bottom lane is having a fight. I assess the situation. Okay, I'm analyzing it. I'm thinking, okay, can I make it down in time? Can they survive, you know, just for long enough for me to make it? Can I burst anyone, blah, blah, blah. So they're stalling it. They're stalling the whole thing. Time catch is really tanky, so they're stalling. Look, I'm pinging. On my way. Pinging. See, I've sent out like 5 pings. I say, I'm coming. Bait it, go. That's why Ezreal and Time Kench are now playing aggressive, and they're going into the minion wave. And watch this counter gank. So just from that, we killed 2 people. We got a lead for bot lane and me as a jungle. And also we're going to push this wave out and the next wave, so the support misses out on the XP, blah, blah, blah. And that's why counter ganking is so much more effective than normal ganking, because if normal ganking was, it gives you a lead of 1. Counter ganking will give you a lead of 2. It's the same act. It's the same, same process of just going into a lane and getting kills. But counter ganking gives you the lead of 2, equivalent to 2. Whereas ganking would just give you the lead of 1. See, we push this whole wave. I think we actually dive this dude. Yeah, look. Just walk up, wait for my team to get in position. Chuck a spear or something. He gets the kill, and Time Kench saves him. So, boom. So now it's a even further lead. We got the 2 kills at bot with Nidalee and Alistar. We just killed Quinn. He's going to miss out on this whole wave here, plus this whole wave here. Plus, I'm going to take Nidalee's Krugs. That's like a freaking lead of 5. If there was, I'm pulling these numbers out of my asshole, but like, that's a lead of 5. It's such a big lead. This is how you snowball so easy from the game. 3 kills at bot, misses whole like 2 waves of CS, plus I take his Krugs. That's why counter ganks are so important.